Today, Congressman Krishnamoorthi, a member of the House Intelligence Committee and House Oversight Committee, announced his support of an impeachment inquiry against President Trump. This brings the total number of House Democrats supporting an impeachment inquiry to 133 out of the 235 Democratic majority in the House. And today, the House Judiciary subpoenaed former White House aide Rob Porter to testify in its impeachment investigation about passages in the Mueller report that show Donald Trump directing Rob Porter to help Donald Trump lie about his attempts to fire special counsel Robert Mueller. Porter spoke to McGahn. Porter told McGahn that he had to write a letter to dispute that he was ever ordered to terminate the special counsel. McGahn shrugged off the request, explaining that the media reports were true. McGahn told Porter that the president had been insistent on firing the special counsel and that McGahn had planned to resign rather than carry out the order, although he had not personally told the president he had intended to quit. Porter told McGahn that the president suggested that McGahn would be fired if he did not write the letter. Joining our discussion now is Congressman Krishnamoorthi of Illinois. He is a member of the House Oversight and Intelligence Committees. Congressman, thank you very much for joining us tonight. Really appreciate it.
Thank you, Lawrence.
And
absolutely.
Tell us how you came to your position on impeachment.
Well, I think last week, Chairman Nadler formally requested the other committees of jurisdiction in the wide-ranging investigations of President Trump to produce any information that would bear on an impeachment investigation. And so I decided that I wanted to support this particular process. I'm urging our committees, both the Oversight and the Intelligence Committees, to cooperate, and I expect they will. And that was really what precipitated my decision.
And what's been the reaction of your constituents?
There's been a lot of support. There are some people that have some concerns, but I think that overall, I think that a lot of people know that this is probably the right thing to do because, you know, quite frankly, although none of us, including myself, relish the thought of this impeachment investigation, it's something that has to happen because we know, not just based on the Mueller report, but based on my questioning witnesses, as well as looking at classified and unclassified documents, that the president has engaged in seriously troubling, unethical, and illegal behavior.
What is your understanding of Speaker Pelosi's position on impeachment as of now?
I think that her position is that she wants to allow members of the caucus, based on their conscience, to express themselves on whether they would support the process or not. And that includes supporting an impeachment investigation or inquiry. But I think that I don't know, what beyond that she would want to have happen. In my own view is that we have to conduct the impeachment investigation and inquiry to be able to assemble the information necessary to make a decision on next steps. That's very important right now.
Chairman Nadler of the Judiciary Committee, who has jurisdiction over the impeachment process, says that what he's doing is an impeachment investigation. He has essentially said that in court in pursuing these subpoenas.
Yes.
And so I got to say, at the outset of this discussion months ago, the coming out in favor of an impeachment inquiry was something I understood. I'm not sure I understand it anymore because Chairman Nadler has said we're already there. We're in an impeachment inquiry.
Right, because I think that he believes that he has the tools necessary to conduct that impeachment inquiry, or what he calls impeachment investigation, without formally, beginning that process through a large House vote and so forth. And I think that's important because, as you know, there's been tremendous stonewalling by the Trump administration with regard to the production of documents or witnesses for any type of oversight, let alone this impeachment investigation. So with regard to calling it an impeachment investigation and conducting it in that manner, I think that will actually help to bring more urgency to the court's decision and evaluation on how to proceed on the various legal matters in trying to get documents and witnesses to Capitol Hill.
Is there any coordination among the Democrats about when members come out in favor of the impeachment process?
No.
Because some days there's 3, some days there's 1. Go ahead.
I really think it really is kind of something that's based on people's conscience. I thought very long and hard about this. I've struggled with this decision. I was raised to respect every president, regardless of party, as well as the electoral process. And, I think that, when you come to a decision like, an impeachment investigation, that's a big deal. And unfortunately, we are at that point because of, all the reasons that we've talked about on this program before.
Number 133, Congressman Raja Krishnamoorthi, now in favor of the impeachment process.
Lawrence.
Thank you very much.